Hey guys, so the Q&A is back, episode 36. For those of you new in my channel, the Q&A is where I get to interact or respond to questions asked to me via email, WhatsApp, or made in the comment section. So without wasting time, let's go. Now, somebody commented, if they even if they are asked, I don't think they can tell you yes, I am engaged or married back home. So this lady asked this question that even if you ask some Nigerian men if they are married or engaged back home, if they will not tell you yes. Like I've always said to a lot of you, when you meet a mature Nigerian man in your country or online, don't assume he's a monk or he's living a kind of solitary life where he's just by himself, he's just talking to walls and then he decided, oh, there are people outside now, I want to fall in love. No, that's not the case. Always try to find out what has happened in his past. Now, a lot may not tell you, so may just brush it off when you try to get too inquisitive because there are things they don't want to bring to your notice. But no matter what, try to find out the other woman he has been with. At least try to talk about his ex. What happened? Why did they break up? And if possible, where is she? Especially when you're talking to a man who is in his 30s upwards. Don't assume that he's just trying relationship for the first time. He was a monk, somewhere, and then yeah, he just wants to be in a relationship. No, this is not always the case. Now, it could be that most times a lot of them are with you, but then behind the scene, there is a better lady. So they're just using you to while away time, get money, while there's a better lady out there. So ask questions, do your findings before you pour your heart out. Don't pour your heart out first, and then you start doing your finding. You could, be very much devastated with what you find. Okay, the lady said, thank you for this video. I must say that it's extremely hurtful that women in the Western world seem to have an automatic target on their backs to be used and scammed for beneficial purposes. My entire families, we had no control over where we were born. What a shameful injustice bestowed upon us. Well, the truth is that the blame is on the Nigerian men who scam and also on the Western women. It has to be shared. Now, why do I say so? If you ask. Now, if you look at the profile of women who have been scammed, women who have been, you know, they have a target on their back. They come to me, they might try to scam them. If you look at these women who've been scammed, and then you look at the guy who scammed them, you see that 90% of the time, these women and the guys, they are a complete mismatch. Like on a normal basis, all things being equal, ceteris paribus, my Latin, all things being equal, these guys are not meant to be together. You'll notice that either this guy, lady is with the guy, this lady's older, she's a mother of kids, and I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about grown up kids. Some have moved out in university. Sometimes you see that these ladies have been married multiple times. I'm not criticizing these ladies. They're lovely ladies. I mean, but I'm just trying to say that the thing is, these ladies leave men in their profile. Older women don't want to date older men. Single mother with grown kids don't want to look for men who are also grown kids who wouldn't want children for them. Rather, they would go and put themselves with a younger Nigerian man who, in most cases, they can't, give this man kid. You see a woman who is dating a man 20, 15 years younger, and a lot of them always think like, oh, it's going to turn out good. No, you're a woman. You would all age faster than that guy. And the time you basically need companionship most is when he's going to leave you and you'll be alone. And that's why you shouldn't make um, this mistake. So if they know people who have come to women within this profile and they succeeded in scamming them, women within this profile would be a target for them. In fact, you even see some of these women, even when they catch these guys, cheating, talking to other women, a lot of them will vanish for 6 weeks. They will cry a river, and then after 6 weeks, they will come back. And then they are back with the guy. And trust me when I tell you guys, one of the hardest job on earth is to convince a Western lady, especially my Black American sisters, who is in love, that she's being scammed. The optimism from the Black American sisters, it needs to be studied. They need to put it in a university curriculum and study it because you see. You tell a white woman, you show her evidences that this thing is scam. She would argue a bit, present her reason, and then she sees it and then she pulls off. You know, you tell the same thing to a black sister. She's like, I hear you. Uh-huh. I hear you. Yeah, I do. You know, I see your point. I see where you're driving at. Okay. Well, I would just I would just put it in prayer. And I believe the good Lord, if this guy is truly doing something bad to me, home truth, listen, if he's truly doing something bad to me, the good Lord will expose him, and they keep waiting, praying, fasting, so the good Lord will expose him. In that process, the guy is getting everything he has to get. So it's a huge topic, and it's not an easy one. If they have succeeded with people in the past, they will go through that same route, through that same road, to see if it's still possible. So that's why there's a target on certain Western ladies, not all Western ladies. Okay, someone said, I am poor, he still married me. I pray he believe me. And she further wrote, I am married to one that I love very much. Long distance relationship is hard. I'm worried he's cheating on me. So this lady wrote this, and it goes to show that there's a big problem. Just this first one, I am poor, it shows there's a big problem. First, when a Nigerian man truly loves a woman with a clear and honest intention, your financial status is not a problem for us. So long as you are what he wants in a woman, you're good to go. Now, if you have to worry about your financial status as a lady, thinking if he's going to accept you because you're poor, then already the foundation is wrong. You're starting the relationship with a very bad foundation. And once the foundation is wrong in any building, once you have denudation agents, wind, the smallest of wind, rainfall, flood, the smallest of it, if the foundation is wrong, it will affect the building. And this is exactly what a lot of you Western women do. So you're starting this marriage with a very wrong foundation, and this is very, very normal with a lot of Western women because you jump into a relationship and from the start you are on it with a wrong foundation. You're feeding him, you're paying his rent, you're doing everything. A grown man. We're not talking of a quadriplegic, somebody who is on wheelchair. We're talking of a grown man. You're feeding him and he's doing everything. You know, and if you look this man and look you, he looks more healthier than you. He looks more fitter than you. And you don't understand that this is a wrong foundation. It is a very wrong foundation, and this is why some of you instead of you to be focused on how to build home with that man, as a woman you married to, you're thinking on how to make extra money so as to please him. Some of you will even go as far as taking cheerleading job, just to earn extra bucks on the side. And this is why you see that once these guys they come over and you can't give them those things you used to give them when they were in Nigeria, the whole thing starts folding. They start making their own money, and then they don't see any need of being with you because there was no honest and genuine interest from the get-go in that relationship. It was you trying to buy their love, and that's why you ended up being scammed. Okay, somebody said, hello, I have been communicating with a young man for 6 months. He lives and works in my country, but he said that his business was not going as well as he wanted, and asked for a new card for his business as there were problems with money transfer on his Nigerian card. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. He asked for help, claiming that it's good for our future and possibly for marriage. But I don't really believe it. And I think he just wants to take advantage of the opportunity. Me, I wrote to hear your opinion. Thank you for coming to me. I appreciate. So when I was reading the whole thing, I felt sorry for the guy, especially on the part where his business wasn't doing well. As Nigerians, we don't want to hear that. I mean, no one wants to hear their business is not doing well. But the moment I got to the part where he said future and possibly marriage, and I knew there was a problem. And this brought me to the conclusion that this is a potential scam. So, ladies, any Nigerian man who is asking you for something and he ties that in he's asking you for with your future and also marriage, then two things are happening. The first thing is you are acting too desperate. You're acting too desperate, and that is why he is tying everything to your future and marriage. You're acting too desperate. Most probably, you're dating a man who is younger than you, or dating a man within the same age bracket, or you're dating a man who, in terms of appearance, he's giving more than you, if you understand what I'm saying. And because of that, you are appearing too desperate. And the moment you appear too desperate and this person is not into you. He's going to tie anything he wants to get from you with future and marriage because he knows these are the things he wants to hear. He just has to say them. The moment he says them, you start behaving like one of these Tesla robots. Start acting like one of these Tesla robots. The second thing is it could possibly be a scam. The reason is if somebody wants something from you, the person should present his reason why he wants it, but not tie it to your future and marriage. The moment that is said, then there's a possibility that it is him trying to brainwash you and to scam you because he knows you're desperate and these are the things you want to hear. So, for all the lover girls out there, be careful. Now, the lady said, how about marrying a woman with kids from another guy but never married? I've always said this, guys. Nigerian men don't have a problem marrying women with kids. Some Nigerian men, not all. And this is not a problem for some Nigerian men. However, there are questions that must be answered as regards to the profile of the Nigerian man marrying that lady with kids. The thing is, one, does he have kids? What does this mean? Does this Nigerian man, does he have kids? If he has kids, then it means that if this lady cannot give him kids, both of them are fine. He's had kids and it's good. They just build their relationship. Chicken out, that's it. Now, if he doesn't have kids, the next question will be, can the lady give him kids? If he doesn't have kids and this lady has kids and this lady can't give him kids, there's a problem. There's a big problem. There's a big problem that even adoption cannot save that problem because this Nigerian man will want to raise and have his own biological kids. So the moment you're with a man, you can't give him kids, his own biological kids, he can't get it from you, and he hasn't had kids before, you need to start thinking why he's with you. You need to start thinking why he's with you. And that's the truth. You may not like it, but this is the truth. A lady wrote, hi, Home Truth. Can you do a video on why a Nigerian man could have follow many white ladies on his IG while in a relationship with you? And when I asked him not to do that because it makes me feel uncomfortable, he says, okay, but continue to do so. So when a Nigerian man is following a lot of white ladies on IG, there are certain things you need to know. One, you're not his plan A. It's simple. This means that that Nigerian man has looked at you up and down, front and back, and he knows there is a woman out there better than you that befits his status quo, his appearance. So he knows you are not the plan A for him. So what he is doing is he's just holding on to you, at least as we say in Nigeria, at all, na in bad pass. In translation, a bird at hand is better than a thousand in the bush. So he's just holding on to you while he's still looking for his plan A. That's one of the very major reasons. The second thing is white ladies. I'm sorry to say this, but white ladies can easily be scammed or by easily be scammed online. And the reason white ladies can easily be scammed is because of this, compassion they have for this poor African people who are hungry, who don't have food, they don't have food to eat, this compassion. So this compassion, they can easily be scammed, and that's the truth. I'm not trying to make you guys angry, especially to the white ladies, but I have to say it as it is. Another reason why they can be easily scammed is because of this savior complex. They have this savior complex where they want to come and then rescue these African men from hunger, starvation, give them water, clothes, and take them off the trees they live in on trees, and then put them in a house where they can live, and then take away darkness and let there be light. In Genesis, and they change. This savior complex. At least he's got food, he's got water, he's no longer naked, running around in the bush. And I brought him down from living in the tree on trees. I gave him a roof. Now he lives like humans. So they have this savior complex. And lastly, if a white woman marries you, she would definitely do everything possible to bring you into the country. I've seen there are black American women who get married to you. The moment they know that you cheated, like, what? You cheating? Hell no. There they send you voice note, email, and letter of divorce. You're not coming in. But you see the white ladies, they will bring you in, and nothing will anything that tries to stop them, even if the country stops them, they will sue the country, they'll take the country to court. So they'll bring you in. So it's easier. That's why this person is going for more white ladies on IG. I hope this answers your question. And lastly, it says in Africa, people don't believe in online dating producing a solid relationship. You need to understand this. Only dating by Africans is for online dating for Africans is for or scamming only. Well, to an extent, is true. Although there are Western women who are successfully married who met Nigerian men online in Nigeria, successfully married. But again, these men did not go to dating sites to look for a wife. That's the thing. Some of them met on Facebook, IG, and they just click and they got married. But those ones you who are boycotting protocol, jumping protocol to create an account so that they can chat with you, you need to be very, very, very careful with this one. But what you said also is true. You know, things like Tinder and some of these things, they just write some of these girls in, they call them hookup, pay them, they come, they sleep with them. And then if they create an account whereby most especially this account is not possible to have in Nigeria and they start writing you, of course they want to scam you. It's as simple as that. So guys, this is the much I could take today. Like, share, subscribe. One Nigeria. Peace out.